Hello everyone. So I know, oh my gosh, it's been like 2 months, maybe over 2 months since my last video. I don't know where the time has gone, other than I was away. I was in Washington with my in-laws, and they sold their house and were moving, so my husband and I were helping them with that, and there was some other things tied to it, which required us to stay longer. And then my husband and I drove to Montana to be with my family for a little bit before driving back to Arizona. And yeah, and then the car broke down, and then we rescued an injured bird, and yeah, lots. It's always, it doesn't matter what day it is, it's always an exciting day. Just, I guess I don't want to go off track here. But I do want to make a point of, especially here in the US, I don't know about other parts of the world. I know that there's a lot going on in the world, but I'm going to say here in the US, I just have been trying to promote really hard that lives are precious, and if we could all just learn to love one another, as our neighbors, and just move more in that direction. I just hope that we could all come together more and heal. So I'm just going to put that out there. All right. I have been working like crazy, and I have a new digital collection, which I'm going to show you. And then I have a new kit from my mom, which I'm going to show you. And then just kind of catch up from where I left off from the last video and the journal workshop. Okay, so the new digital collection here. I have the papers done, the paper designs done. I don't have the ephemera and everything completed, but I might release this in parts, just because I'm working on 2 blue fern collections that require a lot of time, and one is seasonal, so it's, it needs to get done quickly. So if I don't have a chance to get to the ephemera or anything, at least you'll be able to purchase these until I get the ephemera and everything for them. So I wanted to do something where, you could take sections of these heavily collaged designs and tear them and collage with them and just create some really fun journal pages or mixed media works, whatever you might be doing. Cards, they'd make beautiful cards. I put a lot of the designs on the right. I listened to you when those of you asking for me to put the designs on the right. I've been taking note of that. So yeah, this, I just thought I'd show you a preview of my latest digital collection. And it's got lots of color. There's something about color that I think just brings happiness in the world. And so I put in a lot of color here. And I don't know, my theme of continuing with ladies or having a more feminine design, I saw some images, and I'm just kind of going through my stash of antique magazines and so forth, and that's what inspired me to do this. And I liked the florals. This is why, as you notice, I have one that does not have the image of the lady included, and then I have just the background. I thought I would do this because this gives you more options. Maybe you don't want the lady and you just want the background. So in the kit, which I will have bundled, you'll have that option. Now, I'll have this kit bundled together on my dreamsetc.com site, and I'll have the listings for just the backgrounds separate and just the women separate, listed on my Etsy store. So if you're not wanting one or the other, you'll have that option. But you do get a better deal with the bundle package because the price, the way I have it priced in a bundle, you're just, you're just getting a much better value than purchasing the listing separate. So I loved the way this one turned out. I loved her. But as you can see, yeah, I really liked these. Now my mom and I we always share our likes and dislikes as far as artwork and designs and things go. But she herself thought that these were a little too grungy for her taste. But I was trying to explain to her, and I'm going to show in a project, how you can take this and piece it, to create a cleaner look, or maybe one that's not so grungy. And I told her that's why I designed these papers this way. So, maybe you're looking at these and thinking the same as she. I always respect, that's the other thing I want to say, I respect people's suggestions and recommendations so long as they're kept respectful. I don't think I've ever had anybody really be totally disrespectful, which has been nice. I mean, everybody's just been really, really kind. And as I said, I really appreciate any recommendations or suggestions because it helps me as an artist. I'm not creating for myself. I'm creating for all of you. So, yeah. All right. Now, these are some of the cleaner images that I have here. You'll see there's not as much going on. They're not as busy. So there's this one. I love her. I just love her. This came from, let's see, what is it called? Because I have it. It came from the La Vie Parisienne. Am I saying that right? La Vie Parisienne? Sienne? It came from that magazine from like the 1920s. And then here's just one of the backgrounds. Again, very simple. So you can, put that contrast or focal point there if you like. Or maybe you just want a journal page that you could even write over. There's another one. Again, it came from this magazine. I made sure all of them were like either from like early 1920s or, around that time period. And one of the backgrounds, again, very kind of muted. Here's kind of a ledger journal page. And then I did one without the lady, so you could piece it if you wanted to, or you could just use it as a complete journal page, or you could take and use this as a background for cards. Again, I try to make these pages very versatile as far as what you might want to create with them. Now there's my bubbles. I love bubbles. Again, I think she is also taken from that same magazine, but I really changed her dress and her hair and her face. So I kind of start with the image as a foundation, and then by the time I get done with it, I try to make it something kind of totally different. So there's that one. And then just the background page. I love this one too. Now this one I messed up on. I accidentally printed on my shipping labels. But I thought, it might be kind of interesting to see how this works, because the way that it's split down the page, I could attach this to a hard book cover and I'll have a nice, smooth, sticky adhesion to it. So if you're looking for something where, you just want an easy way to plaster something down on a page, I guess you could always print it on shipping labels. But there's this design, and again, I really loved her. I changed the cat a little bit, really worked on her dress to, provide a little more coverage, I guess you could say, to make it more G-rated. so there's that one. And then the background. And then these are going to be the freebies that I'm going to send out in the newsletter. So these will come free. And you don't have to buy anything. Just if you subscribe to the newsletter, then you will get these in the newsletter. They usually are at the very bottom, so sometimes people don't see them. You have to scroll. If you're looking at your cell phone, you know, when you're pulling up the newsletter, you'll have to scroll all the way down to see these freebies within that newsletter. So, yeah. There is part of the new collection as far as the papers go. So I plan on doing envelopes, ephemera, and, you know, just, I think I'm going to do some tabs. Just add that to the collection. But for now, I thought I would make it available for those of you who might want to, you know, make cards or even add these pages to journals you might be working on. You know, give you that option and availability. And I'd love to hear your comments. All right, so there is the digital collection. Again, I said that I have been working on 2 new collections for Blue Fern. One we hope to have out, I'm hoping, by the end of September, early October. And then the other one probably won't come until after Christmas. And then I have new Caramel stamps, which should be launching sometime within the next few weeks, I believe. So, lots in the works. Okay, my mom's new kit. I know I've had a lot of you waiting to see this, asking me about it, because I've had a few of you reach out to me asking if she was going to do any more kits, and she has. And these ones, I am so excited to say, are similar to the soft covered journal kit. So, yay, look at more soft journal covers here. And so for those of you who have been following the latest journal workshop that I've done, you can now get a kit with a journal cover, so you don't have to go through and make your own. Even though I'm going to show, probably in the next video coming up, how to make this so we can complete the journal, which I know some of you have been waiting, like I said, over 2 months to do. Look at this. Look how pretty. Isn't it pretty? Look how beautiful. Now, I have to say, I only have one of these kits with me. My mom has the rest, and she ships them out. But all of them are slightly different than this cover, but they all, in general, will, you know, kind of look like this, though they're very similar from one another. So just keep that in mind. They might vary a little bit. But look how pretty. Look at all that lace. Okay, so one of the things, you know, that my mom wanted me to keep in mind was the expense of all the lace that she used in creating these covers. She said that she used a lot of lace, and you can see that. Look how pretty. And you know, it's not that cheap, thin lace. It's really good quality lace, and it's just layered. Look at layer after layer after layer. You know, and she's got these appliques on here, down here, you know, applique and more layers. It's just so pretty. More appliques, you know. So please take that into consideration when you do see the price of the kit. It's just really beautiful. And then the inside, it's all lined with material. Got these lace pockets here. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, I just love it. Okay, so you'll get a cover in the kit. My mom always makes a point of just adding so much to her kits, which those of you who have purchased them before recognize. I mean, really, she puts in probably enough to do 2 journals, maybe more. All right, so we have some antique music sheets that she coffee stained. I love these. They They smell so good because she puts vanilla on them. And then we get some lined papers, and then some more coffee stained lined papers. And then you'll get some decorative papers. These have journal cards. And then some parchment paper. And this is cardstock. I would say it's probably about 90 some pound cardstock. So you get 1, 2, 3 sheets of that. And then some of my designs, and these are the designs that I have been working with in the workshop. So you can take this kit, go back and watch my journal workshop and, you know, complete those signature pages. And then I am going to show, not in this video, but the next video that I do, how we're going to bind it all together and make a cover if you don't have one of these kits. So here's some of the designs. This is from, I think it's Paris Rose. And then this is from Vintage Love Story. This was one of my first collections ever. And then we have some vintage ledger paper. Isn't that cool? Oh, I love that too. I might have to ask her to make me some of these. I like that. And again, it's all coffee stained. Has that vanilla scent, kind of mixed in with like that antique smell as well. And then some of her coffee vanilla papers. So you get 5 sheets of those. And some 12 by 12 double-sided papers. I think this is from Tales of Me from Prima. And more Prima papers. This is one of their specialty stitched papers from an older collection. And some flocked paper. I love this. More specialty, this is kind of a glitter embossed paper here. And these specialty papers, just to make note, I believe these retailed around $3 or so a piece, maybe more. And then some blue fern paper. And again, papers will vary from kit to kit, but they will all be similar. So, you know, you'll get some decorative 12 by 12 paper, you'll get the specialty papers in them, but they might, you know, the design might vary a little bit. And so you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sheets of 12 by 12 papers, decorative papers, and within that you'll get, I believe, 2 of the specialty papers, 2 or more of the specialty papers. So, okay, so that was that packet. And then you'll get even more paper. So in this packet we have I'm going to do these bigger papers first here. So she's got some of the antique plates here, floral plates. And then just some double-sided 6x6 papers. These are a little smaller. I'd say these are probably like 4x6 and then an 8x8. So you get some various sized papers there. They were all double-sided. And then some lined paper. These are great for making ledger papers with. I did a video to show how you could make ledger paper from these lined papers. So if you're wondering what you can do with those, to kind of give them, you know, spruce them up a bit. And then you'll get a coloring page. And these are always fun to add to journals. You know, kind of makes them interactive so you can journal, but then you can have a page where you can sit, relax, and color within your journal. And then some book pages. And these are always fun to, you know, you could tear these apart and just add little snippets here and there from these book pages. And there's many videos, wonderful videos out there of people who make snippets. I know Gail, my buddy, Gail Agostinelli, she does wonderful videos showing how you can make snippets from book pages. And then we have some craft papers. And oh, here's another lined paper. So you'll get 2 sheets of this lined paper. And then we have some graph paper. Graph paper, by the way, because I know I have some people going, what do you do with graph paper and what's the significance? Well, for those of you who might sketch, you know that graphs are wonderful for sketching on as far as scaling and proportion goes. So that's one idea that you can do with your graph papers. And you don't have to be an artist. Sketching, I think, is something anybody can do. And then another sheet of another music sheet paper and ledger paper. So you'll get all these additional papers, and in these little baggies here. And these are the, I don't know if these are ones, I think my mom might have made these. I think she made these from parchment. I think these are her parchment baggies. I'm not sure. But I think that's what they are. And so we have some pieces of ephemera here. I think these are all from Prima. These are things I believe she stamped. These are stamped. Yeah, she stamped these. Oh, how cool. I recognize the stamps. That's how I know. And then some journal cards here. These are, I think she embossed these too. These are, yep. So she had some mirror board in pastel colors, and so she took some of her embossing folders and embossed these pieces. So that's what these are. She put a lot of work into these kits. Here's an envelope she made from coffee stained paper and then again embossed it. And you know, all these little details, they make such a difference in your journal. You know, like these embossed pieces and so forth really add a lot of interest to a journal. And then this is one of her thank you gifts. This is just something she always throws in her kits, is a small gift to say thank you, and that's what this is. So there's that baggie. All sorts of goodies here. All right, in this baggie we have more goodies. So some architectures from Seven Gypsies. And these will vary from kit to kit, so keep that in mind. Oh, and then she did these too. She did all of this work by hand. Like I said, she put so much work into these, between the coffee staining and the stamp work and then the watercoloring. Isn't that pretty? And then just a book page. I believe this is from the Saturday Evening Post, Norman Rockwell. We all have to love Norman Rockwell's art. Isn't it amazing? And then some lined papers. A large jumbo tag and a large index card here. So, lots and lots of stuff. More goodies. Love this. Okay, and then this is one of her envelopes that she made, and I showed in the video in the journal workshop how to fold this to make this large piece of parchment paper into an envelope. So you can take this whole sheet here, and on the inside you can journal it. You'll have a huge space for journaling, or you could, you know, do a drawing or whatever it might be, but then you can fold it up and fit it inside your journal really nicely in the shape of an envelope. Isn't that pretty cool? And then some pieces of fabric. And a few more plate illustrations here. Floral plate illustrations, and I think this should probably go in with just this different shaped paper here. Actually, I might take these. Let's put these like so. Alright, so you'll get these different shaped papers, some more plate illustrations, fabric, and some large doilies. And I think my mom said she just kind of grabs them. Sometimes they're hard to separate, but I believe there's two here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, around, you know, 3 doilies. I don't know if my mom said that she actually counts them, but she tries to make sure, you know, you'll get 3, maybe 4 in your kit. Alright, so that is that part of the kit, and there's more. There is more in here. Alright, then you'll get a packet of, looks like some trims, some lace, some trim, and more ephemera or journal cards. Tag. So yeah, some really cool journal cards and ephemera. And again, these may all differ slightly from kit to kit. As far as, you know, you'll get the same quantity, but the designs might be a little different. And then airmail envelope, guest check, layaway tag, and more journal cards. That's kind of cool. So it shows the floral image there, and then it tells you on the back what it is. Look at Montana. Oh, and then you get another one. This one is, it tells the sort of flower on the back. That's kind of cool. You could actually take these and insert them in your journal, create some flaps that you could work off of. That would be kind of cool. Okay, so you get an assortment of journal cards, ephemera, some tags, receipts, and an airmail envelope, and Dreamz in that package there. And there's more. Okay. So here she did, again, by hand, just a little snippet, little fabric snippet. It's got a brad, so you can attach it to your journal page or create a bookmark. Oh, wow. So you get a whole baggie full of these fabric snippets. Wow. I can't imagine the time it took for her to put these kits together. So much work. Aren't they pretty? So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 smaller snippets, and then you'll get 1, 2, you'll get 3, the one that's on the outside of the bag. You'll get 3 larger snippets of fabric here, and then look at this. Isn't that pretty? She stitched. She layered and stitched all of this. Huh, my gosh. I might have to buy a kit for my mom. I think I'm going to have to. If there's any left over. I'll let you guys have them first. We always give to our customers first. Alright, so you'll get a whole bag full of beautiful fabric lace snippets. That was major cool. Alright, and last, yes, we're down to the last bits here. More little snippets. Cool. Oh my gosh, I love these. In a little glassine bag. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 smaller snippets. And that is it. That's all. That's all you get, you guys. That's it. I'm being sarcastic. It's a huge kit. Oh my gosh, just huge. So you get all of this. I have to put all this back together. You'll get all of this. All of these snippets. You'll get all of these packages, these separate packages filled with fabrics, papers, trims, doilies, plate illustrations, handmade, stamped, watercolor works, embellishments, tags, baggies, and then all of these other papers, decorative papers, antique plate illustrations, the 12 by 12 papers with the specialty 12 by 12 papers included, coffee stained vanilla papers, ledger paper. You'll get the designs, you get parchment cardstock, you get antique music sheets, lined papers, and then, of course, the gorgeous soft lace cover, which, how could you not drool over this, right? It's beautiful. So, Mom, can I say, this kit is really, truly you outdid yourself. You truly outdid yourself. It's really amazing. It's a beautiful kit. So, I will say this again, as I say in all my videos. If you are interested in this kit, be sure to run to the store. It'll be at my dreamzetc.com site and pick one up. I never know when my mom is going to do more kits. She doesn't even know herself. I don't know if she's going to ever do more like this kit, so I just stress it, you know, if you like it, run out there, grab it. Don't think about it. Just get it. And I say that because I've had people actually have it in their cart. They get upset because when they go to check out, it's already gone. And I'm not just saying this, it's what happens. And I can see why. Because my mom truly did a beautiful job. And she always has done beautiful jobs on her kits. I just have to say I think this one is exceptional. So if you have any questions, you know, send me an email, let me know, and I'll be back soon with another video showing how we're going to make something similar to this and finish up our journal from the journal workshop series. So for all of you that have hung in there with me, I know it's been over 2 months. There's a lot more to the story as to why I was gone. I just don't want to get into that. It's, to me, a little bit personal as far as my family goes. Just know that my family is very important to me, but so are all of you. And I missed all of you while I was away. And I'm so happy to be back. I love all of you, and I can't thank you enough for the support. So if you haven't hit this subscribe button and you like these videos, please be sure to, you know, help support me and hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I'll be back very soon with another video. Thank you so much.